Stephanie Vincent steps into the spotlight now. Stephanie, earlier this spring, you broke through with your first major win as the FP40 champion at U.S. Women's. What are the emotions and the feelings that still linger? We're nearly 100 days removed from that. You won a major in your own hometown. Looking back, what do you recall?
Magic. It just felt so magical. My family was there, my friends were there, my sponsors were on the property is where the warehouse is. It just kind of felt like a storybook ending. Jen did not make it easy. She never does. She's a great competitor. And I just kept fighting, and I was like, there's no way I am not winning this. I'm going to try to do everything I can to make this happen because it's just too perfect. So I'm still on cloud nine, so.
You mentioned Jennifer Allen. Your win at that event broke a streak of 8 FP40 majors that were won by either Owen Scoggins or Jennifer Allen. What has the rivalry between the two of them meant for the sport, and what is it like for you to break into that conversation?
I mean, it's always great when you have competitors pushing each other. That's how we get better. That's how the sport grows. That's what people want to watch. No one wants to watch someone just running away with the event. And just being able to keep up with them and, beat her was just an accomplishment in itself. So I feel really proud. It's not easy, and I'm just going to have to give it my all this week. So.
Do you recall the words that you shared after you hoisted the trophy?
Yeah, she was just really happy. She's always really kind, and she's a great competitor, and she's, she just said, you did a great job. And she basically kind of said, it was meant for you to win, not that she didn't try, but it just kind of was too perfect not to take the win home. So.
Well, we've already mentioned your major championship from earlier this year. You also have victories this year alone in C tier, B tier, A tiers. But this is Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
It's even different from U.S. Women's. Mm-hmm. It's the World Championships. What does that do in terms of your emotions, your nerves, as you step into this environment and see your fellow competitors?
I feel really calm. I don't feel anxious, nervous. I've been to Emporia multiple times playing here. It's very comfortable. I'm just, not that it's not a big tournament, but I'm going to treat it just like every other tournament. I'm not going to put any more pressure on myself to do anything different. I'm just going to go out and play like I always do.
Does the fact that you have a major championship trophy in your trophy case, does that change perspective at all for you in terms of even just simply knowing I have done this before, I can do it again?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it would be really amazing to win back-to-back majors. I've never even thought I would be in this position. So for that to even be possible is really cool.
You mentioned that a couple of months ago, you essentially got to win in front of a home crowd, family, friends, even your sponsors, everybody right there centrally located around where you have fine-tuned your skills in the game for years. Mm-hmm. Now you're in a different environment. Can you talk about your support system and what you feel like you still sort of have going for you, even though now you're many hours from home and trying to compete at a very high level?
Yeah, one of the sweet things that my parents do before every event, it could be a C tier, a major, they don't really know the difference of the tiers, but they send me a message separately before my round, every tournament, after the round, they check on me. So just knowing that they're in my corner always is really kind and makes it easy to go out there and compete. And then, just messages from everybody, all week is really cool. So yeah, I still feel supported even though I'm gone.
It's already been a conversation earlier in this very press conference talking about women's divisions at all ages, really, but we're at a Masters event this week and trying to increase the level of participation and just the number of players coming out and competing. I see on your hat you're wearing a hat with the Wildflower
Yes.
Tour logo, and that is one of the tours that is women-focused and is maybe one of the more well-known women-focused disc golf communities in the entire country, if not in the world. Can you just talk about a little bit about the environment of that community and what it's doing for the game of women's disc golf and how others might learn from it and apply those lessons in their own communities?
Yeah, actually, just today alone, I've seen 4 women from the Wildflower Tour from home here competing. And this is their first time leaving the state to compete. It's their first major. It's their first world. So, and they just started playing maybe 2 years ago. So just seeing that growth is really amazing. Last year during our tour, we had over 300 different women play our 8 events throughout the season. And they keep coming back. I mean, the lowest number that we've had in our tour in one of our events is 56, I think. So to have women just keep coming back, I mean, we're playing 8 events in our tour. That's a lot to ask from people, plus all the events they're playing on the side. So it's kind, gracious. It's amazing to see healthy competition, not, everyone supporting each other, but everyone still wants to win and do well. So it's really just making the women in our area great.
Can you put a finger on what the Wildflower Tour is doing that's different so that others can try to do the same
Sure.
kind of different?
Everyone always asks that question, and they're not big things. They're just small details that really make them feel included. As far as having enough bathrooms on the course, having, products for women in the bathrooms during the round, whether it's sunscreen, hair ties, tampons, things that, men kind of shy away from sometimes, but those are things that women need. And I think also just being ran by women. Each event is a woman TD, so they already know they're kind of going to be taken care of, because we tend to think of things maybe a little more, not like in detail, but we just think of different things. Our player packs are unique. We have, bandanas, bookmarks, just things that aren't your normal disc in a shirt or a mini. We're still trying to figure out why it makes it so special. We don't know if it's us or the players, but it's there. So when I find it, I'll tell you guys.
Well, Stephanie, you come into here bearing the mantle of being the most recent major champion, but now going for your first world title. Best of luck.
Thank you.